Hi, this is just gonna be a favorites video, my favorite things from the month of September. I really wanted to wear these earrings today, so I'm kind of in like an 80s mode. This is actually my mom's shirt from the 80s when she lived in Hawaii, so I felt it kind of fit this cute little ice cream scoop earring. And my hair is all in like a curly ponytail. And usually I sit in front of my desk, but the lighting is so weird right now, so I kind of switched it around. I don't know if it's helping. So without further ado, I'm gonna tell you some of my favorite things from this month. When I'm uploading this, it's probably October already. I'm gonna do this same thing I usually do. I have like a bag of my favorite things and I'm gonna pull from it. The first thing is this Love Hina spring break movie. I wasn't really thinking anything of this, but it's actually really funny. It's kind of crazy and it kind of feels like a fever dream. There's musical numbers in it, which it was surprising to me. I guess I didn't watch like all of the original series, so I was not expecting it to be a musical. But yeah, I'm not gonna spoil it, but you should watch it. I actually cracked up. Like, it's pretty funny. Another cool thing about this, and another one of my kind of like favorite things, I guess, it comes with this anime guide, and I really want to scan these things. It's an anime guide from 2003. So it has like the release schedule and like little blurbs about like upcoming anime. It's just such like a cool time capsule. I'm really excited about stuff like that. Just starting to collect all the physical media I can, because digital, I'm not into it. I'm not into, you know, owning a movie just until the streaming service loses the rights and I'm SOL, you know? So the next favorite thing is these gummies. We got these from like an Asian grocery food store. You can see they're like big and they almost have like a film, like a skin on them. They're so good. Like, it like pops in your mouth. They're really good. But yeah, I'd love to try if they have other flavors of these. I think we saw a peach one, but Kororo gummies. They're really good. Chocorooms. I've had these before. If you don't know what they are, they're like a little cracker stem with milk chocolate and dark chocolate caps. They're so good. I am like a big fan of these. I know there's also like the bamboo shoots, but I think I prefer these. I think they have more chocolate. I'm not like a huge chocolate fan, but with like the biscuit and like that little hint of dark chocolate in the milk chocolate, it's not like overwhelmingly sweet. It says eggnog. I'm a huge fan of eggnog. A lot of people find it gross, I know, but like I really love it, especially when it's like really spiced. I think my favorite one is the Dairygold one. A lot of people like the Southern Comfort one, but I think it's really watery. Like, I hate when the eggnog is watery. I like when it's like thick. But yeah, it's the time for like eggnog, pumpkin spice, apple cider stuff. I'm not like the hugest fan of pumpkin spice, but I love eggnog and I love apple cider. It says cooler weather and leaves. basically I just really love the changing of the season. We get a lot of different trees in the area that I live. There's like a bunch of different species of trees. So they all look slightly different and they all change differently. Some of them are yellow, some of them are like green color, some of them are red. It's just really cool to like walk around and see all the different leaves. And definitely excited for cooler weather because I'm not sweating my butt off anymore. It says cider. So speaking of like the pumpkin spice, eggnog, apple cider time of year, we have been making spiced cider at home. So we get regular apple cider and then add like orange peel, cinnamon sticks, clove, and last time we added vanilla, and it's so good. I guess I wouldn't think, I mean, maybe adding vanilla bean, but we just added like liquid vanilla extract and it was so good. So yeah, I'm basically obsessed with apple cider right now. Another thing I'm really obsessed with lately is Malice Meezer, and especially the album Merveille. Sorry, French people. And the song Au revoir and like the music video is just like the quintessential fall vibe. The other thing on here, it says emo music. So I'm going through kind of like a little nostalgia phase for emo music. Like 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge by My Chemical Romance I've been listening to, Pretty Odd by Panic at the Disco. A lot of that album, in my opinion, doesn't hold up, but some of them are just like When the Moon Fell in Love with the Sun, like that's an all-time banger. And I don't know, I'm just going through some like kind of emo revival. I guess fall is kind of like a contemplative gothic time of year. This says dragonflies. I guess I just haven't noticed them before, but I've been seeing a lot of dragonflies around our house. I think it's getting a little too cold. It was mainly a couple weeks ago that I saw them, but I was so excited to see little dragonflies like flitting around. I think they're actually predators, and I think they're like really mean to other bugs, but I think they're really cool and pretty. I love dragonflies and butterflies, so it was cool to see them around and see that they're like in my area. They're in my biome. This says BLT or BLAT. I've basically been obsessed with BLT sandwiches. I'm not like a person who normally loves sandwiches. I'm not like a big fan of like mustard and ketchup. It really gross me out. But I've really been loving like a lettuce heavy BLT or BLAT, obviously. I really love avocado, so that makes it even better, honestly. Like with some nice sourdough bread. This says Phantom of the Paradise. It's a movie I watched really recently. It reminds me kind of Rocky Horror, and obviously it's inspired by Phantom of the Opera, but it's set in like a modern, or it was modern at the time, like the 70s, early 80s, I think. I don't want to spoil anything about it, but the set design, the costumes, everything is just so like cool. The makeup especially, they did a great job with like the makeup and effects. The songs are really good, but they're definitely like up the time. If you're a big fan of Rocky Horror or Phantom of the Opera, you should definitely watch Phantom of the Paradise if you haven't seen it. So this one is basically anything that I've been interested in on YouTube lately. I've been watching a lot of live streams. Like I really love Pixie Lox's live streams. and I've caught a couple of Capsule Bunny's live streams. She lives in Japan, so it's kind of hard to catch them on time unless I'm being bad and staying up late. But yeah, live streams are cool because you get that extra aspect of like, you can like ask questions or kind of like interact with the chat or interact with the streamer, and I like that aspect of it. A couple other things I mentioned on that page are Siren Cove. Siren Cove was like my comfort YouTuber for a long time, and she recently just made a new channel unboxing models from the anime Zoids, and that's super cool. I really liked her cooking videos, so I hope she does more of those again. She was a commentary YouTuber for a while, so maybe people recognize her from that. I really like her personality, her sense of humor, so I'm glad to see her back on YouTube. Another YouTube channel I really enjoy is Dungeon Chill. Mainly he goes into the history and like breakdowns of a lot of retro games. Some of them are more modern, but it's a lot of like 80s, 90s kind of retro gaming. I like his sense of humor. It's pretty dry. I like his editing style. I love to see like breakdowns of games that I might not otherwise get to play, either because of a language barrier or they're just kind of obscure. A couple of my favorite videos from him are the Otogiriso breakdown video. He pretty recently did a video on Sweet Home. I really love Resident Evil, and it's always mentioned in conjunction with Resident Evil because it did inspire Resident Evil, but it was cool to see like a fully fleshed out kind of dissection of what it's about and the differences, because there was a movie released at the same time, kind of comparing and contrasting the movie with the tie-in game. I think those are my favorites. Actually, fun fact, one of the first YouTube videos I ever watched was a playthrough of Sweet Home. So I really love Sweet Home, and it was cool to see it covered with such detail. I guess this is another one of my monthly favorites, Poppy Soda. This is the orange cream flavor. I don't know if it's like a limited edition flavor or if it's around all the time and I'm just not aware of it, but they have a raspberry rose flavor it's so good. Yeah, I like all those kind of prebiotic sodas. I think they're really yummy. All right, the last thing, I have my DS because I have been obsessed with a game called Witch's House. It's a JRPG about a little witch who wants to level up her magic and kind of unleashes a horrible power in these different worlds. I love it. Everything's so stylized. The music is so good. It's perfect for this time of year because it's like a kind of Halloween-y themed, witch themed RPG. Honestly, with all the doors to the little worlds, it reminds me of Nightmare Before Christmas with all the different holiday doors. But yeah, basically she's trying to clean up her mess and save princesses, and I don't want to spoil it, but it's super cute and it's pretty easy. I'm coming towards the end now. I haven't actually fully finished it. There's basically a big difficulty spike right at the end, I think, because the rest of the game has been pretty easy other than that. And I know there is like a new game plus or like slightly different ending on the second playthrough. So I'm looking forward to beating it and seeing what that's about. But yeah, it's called A Witch's Tale. So if you're able to get it, I was lucky enough to just find it in a local video electronics store. But if you can find it, play it because it's really cute. The bag's empty. So that's all of my favorites for this month. Let me know if you saw something you were interested in, or if you're a fan of any of these things too. Let me know. And Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!